and they had been crossing the limits of Sharia. Laysu sawa, again the same ayah. All of them are not equal. Laysu sawa, all of them are not equal, not similar. Min ahlil kitab ummatun qa'imatun yatluna ayatillahi ana al-layli wa hum yasjudun. Among these people of the book, there are some individuals who are upright and who recite during the night the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they pass their nights in prostration. So there were individuals, a few individuals, but they were there. Just as in the Muslim Ummah, there are individuals who are very pious. हाल इस कौम में अब तक नजर आते हैं, वो करते हैं अच्छे सहर जाहिर से जो जालिम वजू. There are very pious individuals. What is the condition of the maximum number, maximum majority of the Ummah? So the whole Ummah will be regarded on the basis of that majority. That is the position here, and that was the position 1400 years ago of the Jews. لَيْسُوا سَوَاءً مِنْ أَهْلِ الْكِتَابِ أُمَّةٌ قَائِمَةٌ يَتْلُونَ آيَاتِ اللَّهِ آنَاءَ اللَّيْلِ وَهُمْ يَسْجُدُونَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. And they believe in Allah and also the last day. وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. And they enjoin whatever is good. وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ. And they forbid whatever is bad. وَيُسَارِعُونَ فِي الْخَيْرَاتِ. And they compete with each other and vie with each other in piety and in acts of virtue. وَأُولَٰئِكَ مِنَ الصَّالِحِينَ. And definitely they are from among the pious people. وَمَا يَفْعَلُوا مِنْ خَيْرٍ فَلَن يُكْفَرُوا. And whatever good they will commit, whatever good deeds they will earn, they will not be deprived of their reward. وَاللَّهُ عَلِيمٌ بِالْمُتَّقِينَ. Allah very well knows these people who are really God-fearing, who are really pious. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا وَمَا يَفْعَلُوا مِنْ خَيْرٍ فَلَن يُكْفَرُوهُ وَاللَّهُ عَلِيمٌ بِالْمُتَّقِينَ. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَن تُغْنِيَ عَنْهُمْ أَمْوَالُهُم وَلَا أَوْلَادُهُم مِنَ اللَّهِ شَيْئًا. On the contrary, those who have adopted kufr, who have committed kufr, who have chosen to remain kafir, their wealth and properties and their progeny, their children, will not be able to save them from the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَأُولَٰئِكَ أَصْحَابُ النَّارِ هُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. And they are the people of fire, and they will remain and dwell in that fire forever. مَثَلُ مَا يُنْفِقُونَ فِي هَٰذِهِ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. The likeliness of that which they are spending in life of this world, كَمَثَلِ رِيحٍ فِيهَا صِرٌّ. It is like a very whirlwind in which there is intense cold. أَصَابَتْ حَرْثَ قَوْمٍ. And that wind fell on the farm, on the village of a nation, ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ, who had wronged themselves, فَأَهْلَكَتْهُ. And they destroyed the whole of the village, the whole of the crop. وَمَا ظَلَمَهُمُ اللَّهُ وَلَكِنْ أَنفُسَهُمْ يَظْلِمُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not wronged these people, but they have been doing wrong to themselves. Now this infaq, which is mentioned here about those people who were not believing in Allah and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, which can be of two types. Every person does some act of charity, howsoever bad he might be, but he, for the contentment of his own conscience, he does something. But these things are not acceptable in the eyes of Allah unless a person has real iman and he is sincere in committing and in doing that act of charity. So this is like one man might be hoping that I have some good deeds with me, but on the day of judgment he finds he has nothing. Just as a storm comes and a crop is burnt away. Number two, they were spending their money, lots of their money, for obstructing the way of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And this is a reference actually to their spending of money, because the mu'mineen, they were spending for the cause of Allah. And these kuffar, they were spending for the cause of kufr, for their own ideals. So actually this simile is meant for them. These are two possibilities. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la tattakhidhu bitanatan min dunikum. O you who believe, don't take intimate friends for yourself, except from your own self. You should have them from among the Muslims. La ya'lunakum khabala. They don't spare any pain for you. They are always striving to give you pain and injuries. They are always against you. Waddu ma anittum. Whatever hurts you, they like it. Qad badat al-baghdha'u min afwahihim. Their enmity has become evident from their own mouth. Whatever they have been speaking, whatever they have been saying, from that it is evident that there is enmity in their hearts. وَمَا تُخْفِي صُدُورُهُمْ أَكْبَرُ. And the amount of enmity that their hearts are hiding, that is much more great Only the tip of the iceberg. Whatever is apparent and evident from what they say, it is the tip of the iceberg. The real iceberg is in their heart. They have the big and great enmity for you, O Muslims. قَدْ بَيَّنَّا لَكُمُ الْآيَاتِ إِن كُنتُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ. We have made our ayat, our guidance clear for you, إِن كُنتُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ, if only you can understand. فَأَنْتُمُ لَا تُحِبُّونَهُ. You are those who love them. وَلَا يُحِبُّونَكُمْ, but they don't love you. Muslims were of good nature. They thought about these are human beings. We must be good to all humans. How أَنْتُمْ هَؤُلَاءِ تُحِبُّونَهُم. You love them. وَلَا يُحِبُّونَكُمْ. They don't love you. وَتُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْكِتَابِ كُلِّهِ. And you have faith in all the books. All the books. Torah, Injil, and Quran. You believe in all the books. وَإِذَا لَقُوكُمْ قَالُوا آمَنَّا. When they meet you, they say, we also believe. وَإِذَا خَلَوْا. And when they are in privacy, أَوْضُوا عَلَيْكُمُ الْعَلَامِلَ مِنَ الْغَيْرِ. They bite at their tips of the fingers from rage over you. قُلْ مُوتُوا بِغَيْظِكُمْ. Say to them, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, you perish with your own rage. You burn with your own fire of rage and enmity. إِنَّ اللَّهَ عَلِيمٌ بِذَاتِ الصُّدُورِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala very well knows what is there in the hearts of the people. What is there in the chests of the people. إِن تَمْسَسْكُمْ حَسَنَةٌ تَسُؤْهُمْ. If some good thing comes to you, something with which you are happy, it is bad for them. It vexes them. وَإِن تُصِبْكُمْ سَيِّئَةٌ. If there is some trouble for you, some painful thing happens for you, يَفْرَحُوا بِهَا. They are very happy, they rejoice. وَإِن تَصْبِرُوا وَتَتَّقُوا. But even then, if you show patience, if you have taqwa, two things. وَاسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ. The same thing here. In تَصْبِرُوا, if you have perseverance and patience, and if you have real taqwa, لَا يَضُرُّكُمْ كَيْدُهُمْ شَيْئًا. Their conspiracies, their planning, their plotting, everything will go in vain. They will not be able to do you any permanent harm. إِنَّ اللَّهَ بِمَا يَعْمَلُونَ مُحِيطٌ. Allah Ta'ala is encircling, has encircled whatever they are doing. They cannot go beyond that circle. They cannot go beyond the will of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Barakallahu li wa bismillahir rahmanir rahim. وَإِذْ غَدَوْتَ مِنْ أَهْلِكَ تُبَوِّئُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ مَقَاعِدَ لِلْقِتَالِ وَاللَّهُ سَمِيعٌ عَلِيمٌ. إِذْ هَمَّتْ طَائِفَتَانِ مِنْكُمْ أَنْ تَفْشَلَا وَاللَّهُ وَلِيُّهُمَا وَعَلَى اللَّهِ فَلْيَتَوَكَّلِ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. وَلَقَدْ نَصَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ بِبَدْرٍ وَأَنْتُمْ أَذِلَّةٌ فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. صدق الله العظيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي امري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم ربنا الهمنا رشدنا واعذنا من شرور انفسنا. اللهم ارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضى. آمين يا رب العالمين. From the 13th section of Surah Al-Imran. Now a very long discourse. It contains commentary from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the events of the battle of Uhud. This battle was fought in the month of Shawwal, in the 3rd year after Hijrah. And when that was actually, according to the Arabic tradition, that because at Badr, the Quraysh of Makkah had a very bad defeat. Now they had to take the revenge. So they made full preparations. An army 3,000 strong, a very big army by the standards of those days, well armed, well provided. It reached the vicinity of Medina. Then there was a consultation held by the Prophet ﷺ. His own opinion was that we should defend Medina while remaining in the city and not go out. The same was the opinion of the chief of the Munafiqeen, Abdullah ibn Ubay. Incidentally, he also held the same opinion. But the Prophet saw ﷺ that many youth, especially the young people, especially those who had either entered Islam after the Battle of Badr, although they were Muslims already before Badr, but they couldn't go to Badr. They were very anxious to go and have a direct combat. man to man, face-to-face fight. And they said, we need the Shahada, martyrdom. So why should we go in the open field and confront the enemies of Allah? The Prophet, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he feared for the sentiments that they had and decided finally, okay, we shall go out and fight the enemy in the open field. Then he